Good morning everyone and welcome to another episode of this Shamwari lockdown series. This morning we're going to be seeing what's out there. There's been a bit of wind early morning and we're expecting a bit more wind a bit later into the day. But beautiful morning at the moment, a little bit cool. And we're going to start off the morning with this beautiful flower over here. This is known as a Moria polystachya, or more commonly known as a Karoo iris. Very, very beautiful. Very striking colors, but as with a lot of things in nature, the more beautiful they look, the more dangerous they are, and these are quite poisonous when consumed, especially to things like livestock, for farmers, etc. Your wild animals are a little bit more hardy towards it, but if enough is consumed, they can still do some serious damage. So just grazing down there is the largest antelope in Africa, known as an eland. Now there are quite a few different species of eland across Africa, but this one over here would be known as the Cape eland. A very, very large male could easily weigh up to 1 ton. And with this big body of 1 ton, they can still easily scale a fence or jump a fence of 2.2 meters high, which is incredible. And they're normally seen in herds where there's one male and quite a lot of females. They're not very territorial. It's mainly the biggest male in the area will move with the females, and then especially if they're females in heat, he will move any other males out of the region. And then you'll also find little solitary groups of 2 or 3 males here, one male by himself, as we can see right now there. And you'll notice just under his chin on the neck there's a very big bit of loose hanging skin, and that's known as a dewlap. And the function of that is there's massive veins running through there, and as they walk, that dewlap flaps from side to side, cools down the blood in that vein, and that cools down the body temperature. So it's a form of thermoregulation. So with the eland as well at the moment, you're seeing that he's chewing but not really eating anything right now. And the reason for that is they form part of a group of animals called ruminants. Like cows, they've got 4 different stomachs. And what happens is they'll go out feeding and eat until the first stomach is full. Once that first stomach is full, they will start regurgitating some of that food into their mouth, chew it finer, and then swallow it, so it goes to the second, third, and fourth stomach. It is one of the most effective forms of digestion out here. You take something like an elephant, for example, or a warthog or a zebra. They've only got 1 stomach, known as hindgut fermenters. They don't digest very well. Maybe, like for instance, an elephant would digest up to 40% of what it eats, whereas the ruminants, much more effective in their digestion. What an incredible end to our game drive. Just come across these 2 male cheetah. Now with the cheetah, you'll generally find that the only time there's more than 1 together is when males grow up together as siblings. Then they form what we call a coalition. This is so that they can take over territories from a younger age and keep territories for a longer period of time, because 2 cheetahs defending or 3 cheetahs defending a territory is better than just 1. And females, they're always solitary. Anytime you see more than 1 cheetah with your females would be when they've got cubs. Now you can see a very, very tall, slender figure that these cheetahs have got. They're much taller and longer than a leopard would be, for example, but leopards are way more stocky and perfect little spots all over the cheetahs, whereas your leopards would have more like rosettes. Bit hard to see in the video, but you might see with that one lying down, there's a bit of a black stripe under the eye. Now that black stripe is there to absorb sunlight, so that there's less glare in the eyes when they're hunting, because cheetahs have adapted to hunting in daytime hours, so that they have been more protected from lions and lions They are starting to move into the thickets. It is a bit of a windy morning, and cats, as most animals, don't like wind too much. They should be heading out soon, or heading into the thicket soon enough. But, been a very good morning out. With this, we're going to leave you. Give us a like, give us a comment, and hopefully we see you soon.